Hey there ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my list of the top 10 Linux games of 2015. It's been a much better year than anticipated for Linux gaming, so many titles to choose from for this video, and hopefully a sign of better things to come in 2016. I really wanted to choose games which in my opinion stood out to me, so apologies in advance if your favourite game of 2015 doesn't go into this list, as it is of my own opinion. Released last year on every other platform, yet we only got to get our hands on it of October this year. A single player only game which pictures you in a linear environment against the iconic Xenomorph and also against some androids. The best bet of survival here is using stealth and trying to remain hidden. However, certain weapons are available at your disposal to aid you surviving, although how long that'll be is for you to find out the hard way. Linux, always lacking in AAA racing game titles, looks to have finally turned the tides this year with Dirt Showdown and Grid Autosport. However, Grid definitely caught my attention more, as my steering wheel was supported upon launch. Tough AI makes for a very enjoyable racing game, even on single player, with a wide range of cars to choose from. Hopefully this is just the beginning of many racing games coming to Linux. Of all game genres, Linux has undoubtedly a lot of first-person shooter games. I try and keep them out of these lists to try and fit in as much genres as possible. However, I've heard a lot of stuff previously about this game, and finally got to try it up on the Linux release, and couldn't leave it out. There's lots of different classes to try with many types of weapons along with them. The gameplay is very hard to pick up and rewards players who think strategically and play carefully, as opposed to COD-style run and gunning, which I've never really been a fan of. Another surprise AAA title, one of the best games of 2014 which I played previously on my PS4 and really liked. You have control of Talion, whose spirit is also merged with the wraith of an elf lord, in a gorgeous looking open world Middle-earth. The combat system is very simple to get a hang of and allows for you to upgrade Talion with new types of attacks to be used mid-fight, which allow for some brutal finishing attacks. The game uses an amazing nemesis system which is AI based and allows enemies in-game to fight each other and progress themselves, and also sees them remembering Talion getting killed and for them to react accordingly. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first proper open world sandbox game that we really have on Linux. Despite being a late bloomer released near the end of December, this is a game I've really enjoyed already, and probably stands out as a game that will keep bringing me back. Hopefully with this game released, we'll see Saints Row 3 on our shelves soon as well. This was one of the shocks of the year, with a day one release on Linux way back in January, which wasn't as smooth as we wanted it to be with performance issues. However, since then, the game has come a long way. I found the gameplay to be really exciting, with some of the best graphics seen today on a Linux game. Although I found the story to be a little bit bland, I found myself coming back for more action, to level up my character and grapple hook my way across the large open world city. I was a very big fan of the first two games, however Infinite is a completely different take on a Bioshock universe. You play as Booker DeWitt and you get accompanied by Elizabeth, who guides you through the game. You're able to use lots of different types of weapons throughout the game, which is also mixed with vigors, which are powers you get throughout the game, which add for a fun take on combat as you throw firebombs at people or lift people in the air with a gust of wind. RPG elements are involved in the game as you can upgrade certain powers that Booker can get. The story, however, is a solid foundation that brings you back for more, and it had me hooked in no time. A lot of people class this as a 2D Minecraft, and upon first seeing this I saw where the comparisons were coming from. However, they couldn't be more wrong. There is so much more to this game. Whilst you gather more resources to expand your home and improve your character, you feel a sense of accomplishment once you beat one boss after another. After another. After another. This game has a sense of direction to it, which I never felt playing Minecraft, and you never realise how much there is to this game until you sit down and let yourself get immersed. Another game which I had previously played on my PS4, this time with my girlfriend. We both get competitive on certain games, and this one certainly kept bringing us back for more. You can play with up to 4 people locally, and they've also recently introduced Quest Mode, which is 2-player co-op. The matches can get very intense and quick-paced as you try and use quick thinking and skills to take down your opponent. And did I forget to mention luck? There are a bunch of maps to choose from, which sometimes will even try to kill you. Originally released way back in 2004, this was one of the first RPG games I played through as I'm a massive Star Wars fan, and was pleasantly pleased to see this get ported to Linux so I could complete it yet again. Slowly build up your character with swords and guns, and build up to the point where you can finally build your own lightsaber and you can feel the power of the Force. Develop your character to whether you want to be a Jedi or whether you want to be the part of the dark side.